Hey KJ, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com here. How good did it feel going back to the Citadel game to be able to close the books on that shutout as a defense?
Great feeling. First time since I've been here that we were able to get a shutout, and it was definitely a hard week to prepare for those guys. Just not enough credit is given to a team like that, where this schematically you have to be on point every play, because the film shows from the last couple of years that they can bust a big one on you real quick. So it felt good. It was a good goal of ours, and to not only win but to hold out throughout the whole game was a tough task, and so it was good to see everybody come through in that aspect.
As a defensive end, do you dread playing an option team like that, where the quarterback isn't dropping back and you can't just pin your ears back?
We coming in every week to play ball. Definitely not the favorite scheme to get ready for, if I'm being honest, but it's still football, so I was excited to get out there and play. I think we all were, for sure, but obviously not what we're used to. With that being the only triple option team we'll have to play all year, for sure. That was definitely a little different.
Hey KJ, it's David Hood with TigerNet.com. Let's look ahead for just a minute. Virginia, did you get a chance to take a look at what they did against Duke, and were you impressed with their quarterback's poise, especially in the second half when they finally started putting things together?
Most definitely, we got a chance to look at him this weekend. Was in and out, just relaxing with the family and whatnot this weekend, but definitely got to catch a little eye. And even before the bye weekend, was watching a little film on the quarterback's a great player, and he's definitely a great leader for their team. So it wasn't really surprising to see him play that role in that game. So much respect for him, and we definitely have a task on our hands this week.
Last year in the ACC Championship Game, obviously the score was a little lopsided, but they had some success, especially on third down in some situations. What do you remember about that offense and how they kind of attacked the defense and kind of make the game go at their own pace?
Just a lot of guys who can make plays. I mean, definitely first drive took us down all the way down the field, and obviously that's the best 11 we got out there. So they can get the job done for sure. And like I said, we have to win this week. We have to win today first off, and in preparation. But they definitely have the tools and the capability to be successful and get the job done. So it's definitely going to be a big task we have this week, and much respect for them. Obviously, the score could have said one thing last year, but being a player in the game, they definitely put up a really good fight, and was a tough team schematically to get ready for. So we'll have that same task to get ready for this week, obviously, and some different weapons that they brought to the team this year. But it was a challenge, and we're not stuck on the score. Obviously, it was a great game last year, but we know what they can actually bring to the table for sure.
I asked this earlier of Mike Jones. There's so many upsets, even in the top 10 this past weekend. Is there anything that you can take from that, in this the whole crazy 2020, much less college football? But is there anything that you can take from some of these top teams getting knocked off, even at home?
The biggest lesson probably is that anybody can beat you. I think that goes that's very much forgotten a lot in today's world, especially with so much media attention to big name schools and stuff. But at the end of the day, the other team has scholarship players too, guys who are hungry to be great, prove a point, and make it to the next level. So you have to come out every week and prove it, not just one week. And it's not, as Coach Sweeney says a lot, the game's not won on paper. You have to go out there and play. So I think that's the biggest lesson, and that's why we're focused just on Virginia, right? Because they can beat us. So we have to be prepared and be ready to play our best football of the year this Saturday.
KJ, it's Trevor again. You've had some guys on the defensive side out, injured or sick, what have you. Do you think that bye came at a good time for y'all to kind of regroup? And what did you do with your time off?
Buys always come at a good time. They find themselves at the right time in the season. Definitely good for us for sure. Was able to relax, get up and see my girl this weekend, so that was good. But was just chilling, watching some football this weekend, and it was a good time, like you said, just getting ready for Virginia, getting to watch their first game. That was good for us. So all in all, it was a good break, and definitely got some fresh bodies coming back. So it'll be a good week this week.
Hey, KJ, Josh from the Post and Courier. You said that the idea that anyone can beat you is something you guys are mindful of. Does that resonate a little bit more now that we've seen some of these other ACC teams, have a little bit maybe surprising success like Miami and Virginia and Pittsburgh early on so far?
I can honestly say in this building, we've always known that the competition's been great in this league. I think it's just finally getting attention, maybe because some leagues are out right now, but we've never for a doubt in our minds thought down on our opponents in this league for sure. And it's kind of unfortunate that they're finally get the recognition that they deserve. But I can say in this building, the respect is given in this league. We know we have to compete every week, and we've been on that. So it's always, we have to play the best we can play, and hopefully that will come out as a win. But at the same time, it's the respect that's given on the ACC is different from a media standpoint than how we see it as Clemson Tigers. Because, like I said, we know what this league can bring, and it's been very successful in the last couple of years. So it's good that there's some good football being played, and we love the challenge for sure.
Hey, KJ, this is Grace Rayner from The Athletic. What do y'all make of the fact that Trevor is trending on Twitter basically every Sunday now, as NFL teams are fighting over him already?
That's funny. He's been trending since I was his roommate freshman year, so that doesn't really change anything for me. I'm just glad his name's out there. He deserves everything that's coming for him. And like I said, it's nothing new in this building. For sure, Trev's all over the place, but like I said, he deserves it. So I'm all for it.
Any other questions for KJ?
KJ, it's Trevor again. I don't know how much film you've been able to watch of Virginia since their only game so far on Saturday, but they have a real experienced offensive line. What have you seen from them? Do you think that they'll be maybe your biggest challenge so far?
Yeah, they do. It's the same offensive line for the most part that we played last year. So the guys who were a part of the ACC Championship, we have a good feel for them. Obviously, a great unit and experience to come back with all of them returning. So, like I said, the respect is there for sure, and they got the job done this past weekend. So you got two undefeated teams just trying to catch a win, and like I said, being able to play them last year will give us a good feel, get to see some film and stuff of what we did good, what we did bad, and what we can improve on this week. So, like I said, it'll be a fun challenge.
You have a couple of night games at home in Death Valley coming up. Do you get excited about playing under the lights in Death Valley?
Love night games. A little bit past my bedtime, but definitely exciting. And we might not have all the fans, but they'll crank it up for us this weekend. So always good to play a night game in the Valley for sure.
Any other
KJ,
questions for KJ?
on that, yeah, one more. KJ, on that note, what has it been like to play so far with these limited fans? What's the vibe like?
Still a dream come true. I'm just happy to be on this team, be a part of this program, and play college football. It's a blessing. Obviously, there's states that get no fans. There's teams that get nobody, no sound, no nothing. So I promise it's an appreciative mindset for what we're allowed to do and be able to do it in front of a limited amount of people. Some would say, I would say it's better than in this time than a packed house, because just seeing faces definitely makes us happy. It definitely makes us happy. So I'm appreciative. I'm loving it.
Can you recognize people in the stands because of that?
Yes, for sure, for sure. My family was sitting in a different section this weekend, but once I heard the screams and turned around, it was very easy to find them. So that's definitely a plus to it for
Is there any discernible home field advantage or road disadvantage so far, or is it just kind of the same?
I can't necessarily say so. I think I could say for Wake Forest, what we talked about a lot was just the focus and intensity was so great on the sideline that we were happy to play ball. So week one, it wasn't home or away, neutral. I don't think it even mattered. We were just glad to be out there and didn't notice. And I guess home field advantage is always in our favor, especially if we at least have fans, because like I said, the environment with Citadel was amazing. It was so fun to be out there and be a part of. So it just depends, I guess, week by week for sure.
Great. Thank you.